Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever it is you're watching me from. How are you doing? I trust that the Lord has kept you, and thus this far He has been Ebenezer in your life. I thank God for this morning, for being able even to come and share this word. And I thank God that for giving me an opportunity to share this word this morning. I want us to go to our Bibles in the book of Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55, Isaiah 55. Isaiah 55 from verse 8 to 11. The Bible says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. And as the rain and the snow comes down from heaven, and do not return to it without watering the earth, and making it bud and flourish, so that yields seed for the sower and bread for the eater, so is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." This morning, child of God, I want us to just have a candid conversation. And have you ever, at a one point in your life, just made plans and these plans they looked very good, but along the way God tells you that no, I don't want you to go that direction. I want you to go this other direction. Child of God, this morning, have you also ever be in a situation that you don't know how you're going to come out of it, but God keeps telling you, I have you, I've got you, I'm holding you, I have you in my hand, and you cannot see a way out. And just because you're not seeing a way out, you think also God does not see a way out. This morning, child of God, I just want to remind you that your thoughts are not His thoughts. Your ways are not His ways. Just because it looks impossible to man, it does not mean it is impossible to God. Child of God, this morning, I don't know who has even written you off. They've said, oh, so and so, that person is done. They will never make it in life. They will never make it in marriage. They will never make it in ministry. They will never make it anywhere. But I want to tell you this morning, child of God, your ways are not His ways. Your thoughts are not His thoughts. Just because it looks dim and dark, it does not mean that God is done with you. The mere fact that you are alive means that God's ways are still in control. Did you know, child of God, that the very breath of the breath in your lungs, that is God's way telling you that I'm in control, child? Did you know that simply by just telling you, by making sure that you wake up every morning, that is one way of God telling you, this is my way? Because if He allowed you to die from your depression or from that thing that is worrying you, then it would be totally different. But God has kept you alive. He has kept you there. Even in the midst of a storm, He has kept you. That is His way, His thoughts. It's just a matter of time, child of God. I learned from a man of God that the distance between you and your destiny is just time. The thing that makes it have a difference is time. And your time is going to come, child of God. But the problem is we are usually too fast. We want to do things when we want. We don't want to listen to the voice of God saying that it is not time, child. We ignore the voice of God when He says that it is not yet time. And when finally things don't work out, we say things like, is there a God? Why are my prayers not being answered? But have you ever thought, child of God, that if God gave you that thing you are asking for before His time, That's why the Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes, is it Ecclesiastes? Yeah, Ecclesiastes 3:11, that in his own time he makes all things beautiful. There is a reason why God makes all things beautiful in his time. Sometimes that thing you're asking for right now could be the reason for your death because you're not prepared for it. You could die physically, you could die emotionally, you could die spiritually, because that thing that you keep pestering God for, you didn't wait for time. This morning, I want to tell you, child of God, that his thoughts are not your thoughts. His ways are not your ways. And you know the thing about God is that he doesn't speak just for fun. When God speaks, it is for real. He is planning to do that thing he has promised you. It's not hoax, it's not child's play, it's not a game. No. It's God telling you that, child of God, my baby, I will do this for you. But not now. But in 2 years' time. But in 1 year's time. But in 1 month's time. But in 1 week's time. Don't give up just yet because you cannot see a way. Don't give up just yet because your thoughts have come to an end. God is not done with you yet, child of God. You are very loved. You are well taken care of. This morning, I encourage you that God never lies. That just because you cannot see a way out, just because you feel stuck, it doesn't mean that God is stuck. He doesn't know what impossible is. God does not fail. He has never failed. He will not start with you. It is not in the nature of God to fail. It's just a matter of time, child of God. His ways are higher. His thoughts are higher. And the Bible has told us in the book of Isaiah 55, verse 11. Let's just read it. So is my word that goes out of my mouth, it will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it. That's God. That is God. He said it. He will do it. It's just a matter of time, child of God. God bless you. Have a beautiful Tuesday. Baraka.